Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Joyce Anyanwu. Yes guys, so we are still on the protest in Nigeria, nationwide protest in Nigeria. So today I just want you guys to listen to this our prophet Isa. Yes, you guys know that this prophet has been coming out to, he don't support this bad government. He has been coming out to blast them right from the election time. He was strongly behind Peter Obi, no matter that they rob him of the election, they rob him, they take his mandate, but we still move. So this man has been one of the pastors that I have seen that he stand for truth. He want Nigeria to be good. Even the man is a Muslim, but he's a Christian. He's a pastor, he's a prophet. I think prophet, yeah. But he's an Hausa man. He's not a Muslim, but a Hausa man. But he's a Christian. He's a prophet Isa. So this is one of the man that I saw that he has been really standing for the truth. So today he is in Arise TV. They are interviewing him. So guys, let's just listen to what he has to say. Thank you.
And glad to see Dr. Rufai and yourself. I've met your husband in Kenya.
Oh, great.
All right. And Dr. Ruben, doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Prophet, you led the protest, it was reported, in Jos, Plateau State. As a prophet, the expectation is that you preach messages of love, unity, even hope, which President Tinubu has joined, saying he's a hope champion. But you led a protest against the state. Can you explain why you have chosen that option? And then now you are here physically with us in Lagos. It looks like you abandoned the protest. The protest was supposed to be August 1 to 10. Were you persuaded by President Tinubu's address to abandon the protest and leave Jos and come to Lagos?
Well,
those two issues.
Let me answer the last one before I get to the first one. Having abandoned the protest, I believe that you've seen that there was curfew that was declared on the plateau, and also I have some meetings with some of the leaders here in Lagos that we need to sit down and look at the whole situation, and also on how we are going to keep the fire burning until we get things right. And so I'm here specifically to be able to strengthen the hands of men and women that are also willing to fight and to sustain the fight until we recover.
You brought the Plateau spirit to Lagos.
Yes, because Plateau stood out. By the grace of God, we were able to lead the protest without one soul, without losing one soul, without a breakdown of law and order. And so it stood out in all the protests in the country. And everybody was calling on the Plateau model and template on how they need to follow what we did on the Plateau. So let me come back to the first one. The first one, I'm a prophet by calling. And if you look at the calling of true prophets are restorers of values. True prophets are people that raise the standard of what a society needs to look like. True prophets are men and women that restore certain truths to the society and to its leaders. True prophets are men and women that can look up to the eyes of anybody who is doing what is wrong and confront the person without bending down their eyes. True prophets are not materialistic, and they are not people you can buy their conscience. Yes. They are emotionally detached or separated from people that will manipulate them for anything. They actually stand for the purpose of God on earth, and they also present the needs of humanity to God. So they stand in between, and that means that they are there for the defense. For instance, the Bible says that Jesus Christ came into this world in order to redeem humanity from captivity. And if that is what Christ came for, to redeem us from captivity, for this purpose, the Son of God was made manifest.
Prophet, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
It's the same Bible.
Yes,
which is
sir.
the main textbook.
Yes, sir.
Romans 13, verses 1 to 3 says that the people should submit to the governing authorities.
Yes.
Do you object to that section of the Bible?
To understand the context of that scriptures. What is the meaning? Why did that scripture? The scriptures there did not say we should cover the iniquity of leaders. But the scriptures there is saying, look here, you sustain institution by invoking the power of God. Now, anything that contravenes the constitution or the institution of God's word, you are meant to go against it. Yes. That's why Paul, the same Paul who gave that admonition, said in the book of Timothy, what did he say? He said, all scriptures is given for instruction, for admonition, for correction, for rebuke, and for righteousness. Okay, so what we are called for is to correct, is to exhort, is to lift up the standard of system and society for the benefit of the people. That's why you're a shepherd. You're a shepherd not to see the people go the wrong way. You're a shepherd in order to guide the people on the right path.
All right. Okay, great. And thank you so much, sir, for Dr. Bati is a Bible college scholar as well. Even though he did not graduate when he went to Bible college. But I wanted to ask you something yesterday, and I'm glad that one of the leaders of the protest is with us in the studio. Senator Adams Oshomole was with us yesterday, and he said that the protests had no leaders, had no people, no faces, and so it's good to see your face. But he also mentioned that it was about ending this government, not about poverty, and I want you to speak to that. Was that what you were agitating for in Jos? Were you trying to take out the president from office in terms of ending bad governance? And then if that's not the case, I'd like you to also speak to your statement where you said that the president and the National Assembly should stop living lavishly and be sensitive to the people. What would that look like? Was it reflected in the president's speech?
Let me bring you to this. I think this is one of the things that is really, really getting me hard and hot within me. I've observed in this country that we love to sit on the chair of deception and lies. And I'm being very frank with you. Most of the political class, I say most, and that means 90%, come to a stage where they feel they can lie on the people and deceive the people or manipulate the people. Now, let me give you this about this protest. I never knew there was even any plan by anybody. I was in Warri having my conference. I was on a national tour. And I was going from state to state by road. I want to see the state of the nation, so that when we are praying, we know that we are praying specific issues. And I tell you the truth. I've never seen Nigerians in pain like the way I've seen them this time. I've never. When I confronted the former president, I confronted him because I told the nation. This time around, I went on a tour road and I saw the state of the nation. I was in Warri. And God spoke to me to confront the government, to do things quickly and put things right. People are suffering. And there are things that just ordinary, let me use the word, ordinary mind should be able to tell you. I'm not well educated, but at least there are simple things that an ordinary person should know. Short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal. What do we do with the pain that we've thrown the people into? This president threw Nigerians into uncommon pain. People are eating grass. People are eating leaves.
Oh my God!
So would you say that it was not about ending the government, but writing?
It will amaze you. Yeah, it will amaze you to know this: that not one person has given 1 penny. Not one person has spoken to me. All my chapters across the country, when I called for the protest, I said, if the president do not act on alleviating the pain of Nigerians, we will get on the street. That was when, after that broadcast, a group of young people from Kano, Sokoto, Kaduna, Borno, and all of that, on the Twitter space, over 110,000. I got in there and I heard what the young men were discussing.
Oh my God.
And that was when I knew that, yes, the North is ready to bring about a change that has never been.
Over hunger
and the level of poverty and suffering in the land and insecurity.
So you've said all of this, but let me put forward some positions, and I'm sure you can react to it like the government will have put forward. The government is now talking about the fact that foreign forces are trying to take over the nation, which is the Russian flags being peddled around. They're also talking about the fact that they have done a lot, like President Tinubu said. He has given this, he has given that, he has given 570 billion to the states and all of that. I'm sure if a government spokesperson, when you say people are eating grass, if a government spokesperson over here, will be like, oh, vegetables is a form of grass. Probably that'll be their reaction. I'm just hazarding a guess. The government is now saying, where is my iniquity? And that's the last question I was asked. So where is the iniquity of President Tinubu? Can you show it to us?
Number one, I want to say that there's not any international. From what all I know, there's no.
But if I arrested some Polish people, we are look at the Russian flags. Look at the Russian.
I'm going to come on the Russian. I'm going to come on the Russian.
They've arrested the tailor and all of that, and they're saying people are trying to take over the country.
No, there is no. I just gave you the background of mobilizing the nation for this.
There is none that you know of.
There is none. There is none that I know of. That's number one. Number two, the entire. Let me tell you, one of the days on TikTok, they were having a meeting. There were over 1 million people in that space discussing the state of the nation, and they were all young people, no foreign. I tell you this, the entire protest you see, nobody has given a dime. In one of the days I was just leading the protest.
There was a freeze account of some people. They said foreign influence money.
We don't know about that. It's so surprising to me to hear that people were donating with money and sending from abroad and all of that into Nigeria. In one of the protests, a young man came up the stage and took 5,000 and said he's donating to buy water. Another lady went and brought some bags of water. People were just bringing things. Another person, 1,000. I and my family, we were buying the drinks and the water. People were standing from 7 a.m. until 2 when I would dismiss them to go back home. I mean, nobody was crying off getting food because they said they are already...
How many people did you mobilize in Jos?
Oh, they were in there, tens of thousands.
Did you guys count them? Do you have a register of the people that came out?
And we didn't have the distance, but if you take something that spanned almost half a kilometer, that tells you the crowd. That tells
you mobilized all of them?
Yes. We mobilized all of them.
The church mobilized all of them?
The church and the people. I mean, it's both Muslims and Christians. It will amaze you. The number of the Muslims, the wall of religious divide that politicians have been using all these years has collapsed in northern Nigeria. The plateau, you see, while the Muslims were having prayers, I would ask the Muslim brothers, okay, it's time for your prayer. And then the Christians will surround them and the Muslims will offer their prayer.
So who are these people carrying these flags? If you say they're not your
people. These people you see carrying these flags, let me tell you about the North. That's my place.
Okay.
One thing about the Northerners is that the Northerners, let me use the word, they are driven by an ideology. When something comes into them and they see it's working, they will tend to pick it up and run with it. Most of these things came from this recent Niger. They are seeing Niger as working because Nigerians are now going into Niger to seek for refuge. So they are seeing Niger, they are seeing Burkina Faso working. So they are now demanding, I'll tell you the truth, they are now demanding that if the military rule can provide Niger with...
a fence according to the constitution. The military, we can't afford to have an...
Yeah, but that is the level of the understanding of the people.
Prophet, 2 questions. The first is, tell us about the role of Solomon Dalong, because we were told that he was your partner in leading the protests in Plateau State. And then, secondly, the other question I wanted to ask you, respond specifically to President Tinubu's address. Are you satisfied with the address, or do you believe, like some other people who were involved, civil society groups who were involved, that the president was delivering beautiful nonsense, to quote Omoyele Sowore?
Let me, Mr. Chief Solomon Dalong is an amazing soul, I tell you. He's an amazing, amazing soul. I mean, he got to know about the broadcast and that I made in Warri, and when he got into these spaces, he discovered that the young people were discussing about that broadcast. And so that got him passionate about, okay, if this is it, he's going to be part of it. And I tell you, he has done a lot in shifting the minds of the Northerners, majority of the Northern youth, from the violent part of protest to a peaceful part of protest. He's a great soul. Number 2, he came out to apologize to the Nigerian people that I was part of a government. We promise you that this is what we're going to do. But I feel so bad that we did not deliver, and I'm sorry. And he apologized before the entire crowd. That is what leadership is all about. And I tell you, if we can have...
That's not Tinubu, that's Buhari.
Yes, that's Buhari, but he was part of a government. He was part of APC. This was what they promised, but this is what they brought on the people. So one thing with leadership is to own up your irresponsibility or your failure. Let me come to the presidential address. I mean, that was, to me, that was out of point. I was expecting, Mr. President, there is no protest that has given such a long notice like this protest. And I was expecting the president to come out, let me give you this, on 4 things. Quickly. Number 1, my government, I have heard your cry. My government immediately will work on the subsidy, the reinstatement of the subsidy for the next 6 months. While we fix the CNG kits and what have you, the convertible centers across the nation. That's number 1 point. I'm giving directives that in the next 7 days, you can take me on ABC. All right? On agriculture, I am instructing the Minister of Agriculture immediately to deploy all the instruments that are required. Number 1, there are crops that you can grow them in 1 month. There are crops you can grow them in 60 days. There are crops you can grow them in 90 days. Cassava of 90 days, rice of 90 days, corn of 90 days, apart from the vegetables. Apart from the land where we are having issues with security, there are still land where people can cultivate, not GMO product, but our real agricultural plants or products. And so in the next 3 months, Nigerians, you can take me up. We're going to have this number of food supply. I am instructing the military and the armed forces to give a cover to farmers to protect them in the farms. That is what we were expecting. I heard that fertilizers were released. Sir, I bought 450 plots of land in the city of Jos in order to distribute to families to farm this year. I bought a bag of fertilizer for 40,000. I never saw one fertilizer from the federal government. And they said 200 trucks.
Did you see rice?
I never saw
They sent
anything.
rice.
I know nothing was there.
All right. Okay. So let me come in, and this is really important.
So let me.
So the last two.
Yeah, let me take you on the third one. The third one on the electricity tariff. This thing is biting hard on manufacturers and producers. And so what he needed to do is, okay, on the electricity tariff, we're withdrawing this tariff for this period of time until we get our acts together. Then we're going to implement the electricity tariff. Number 4, what the president needed to do was quickly to instruct the armed forces to act on the state of security and then say, okay, we want 100 youths in every village, especially in the areas where we're having this insecurity issue. Because I want you to liaise with the 100 youths to secure this territory. That's all the president needed to do. Then number 5, on my cabinet, I am going to reject this cabinet. 85% of the members of the cabinet are non-functional. They're just wasting the resources. And the president needed to cut down on the cost of governance. For me, as the president of Nigeria, I'm cutting down on the total allowance. 50% of my allowance. It's not a poor man.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for outlining your demands and stating clearly some of the quick wins that the protest is hoping that the president will respond to. But I have to.
My beautiful people, this Prophet Issa is a man. Is a man. You guys have heard. This is the real how a man of God. You see the question Mr. Abati asked him that according to the word of God, that anywhere you are, you have to be submissive to the authority of the that country. That will mean the government. But he quickly analyzed. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! This is so nice. You cannot submit to a wrong government. It doesn't mean that because you want to submit to a government and the government will say go and jump into a fire, which you know that fire will burn you, which you know that water will overwhelm you. Then you go and jump because the government wants you, because the Bible says you have to submit to government. No, it's not done that way. That is not what the Bible says. But I thank God for this Prophet Issa, the way he analyzed everything, the way he clarified everything to the way he clarified everything to Abati. Yes. And you guys see the way Rufai was listening. He was fold. You know, Rufai really know that this man is hitting the point, is hitting the nail. The right thing that's supposed to happen in Nigeria. This is what the man is hitting at. I love this man. If all the men of God can be like this man, I believe that Nigeria will be okay. But you see, some of the men of God, they are really seeing that things are going wrong in the country, but they are still coming out to preach to us that we should not be protest, we should not be doing like this. But when they cannot talk to Tinubu that no, this your government is a failed government. Sit up. Just look at what this guy just said just now. Just look at what this Prophet Issa just said just now. Simple thing. And they gave this man long time. Even the broadcast that he came, the speech he came to make, before Tinubu came out for that broadcast, the speech has been already leaked. People has already know what this man want to come and say. Oh my God. Guys, please, let's just go to
lad was killed. 16 years of age, we did hear. And while he joined us earlier, he said he was going to visit the families. Emmanuel, if you can hear me, I hope you are there currently. And what's the situation and what's it looking like?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I am right now in Samaru Zaria, the home of the young man, 16-year-old Ismaila Mohammed. I'm actually surrounded by his relatives. His father is inside, attending to people that are coming to pay condolences. And the story is so pathetic. And everywhere is so moody. They are still mourning the demise of their son who was shot by the officer of the Nigerian Army. So a lot of eyewitnesses are really interested in giving us an account of what happened, because they actually confirmed to us that contrary to what the Army statement said this morning, that the boys were protesting. The boy wasn't protesting, he was innocently sitting in front of his house.
Oh my God.
And the bullet just came and met him.
Oh,
they showed me a lot of places where everyone was calm here. There was no protest. They confirmed to me that there was no protest in Samaru at all. that the army were just patrolling, enforcing curfew, and then a small, there wasn't, they even said there wasn't a misunderstanding, that the overzealous, according to them, allegedly overzealous army officer who was trigger freak, just, shot the trigger at the home of the boy twice.
Oh my God.
And then the boy died instantly. So I have a lot of eyewitnesses. Eyewitness number one. Where's the guy? Okay, you're here. He's here. Okay, this gentleman here actually witnessed the shooting. We'll talk to him before going in there to pay our condolences to the father of Ismaila Mohammed. But he's going to give us exactly what happened when the shooting started.
Okay.
What's your name again, sir?
My name is Mansour. I was in the market, sitting beside one shop, my friend's shop. We were there at the market, and someone was peacefully, but we heard that what happened around the Zaria metropolitan, and mobsters broke other places, but nothing happened in Samari actually. So we are sitting down, but we heard that there is curfew in Zaria and Kaduna and other places. So we are just sitting down, everybody in his shop, doing everything is going fine. Then this army now came into Samaru. They came to Samaru market. They started chasing people around, that everybody should lock the shop and go back home. So while we are doing so, I was even standing in the front of the shop. One of the army officers came to me that I should lock up my shop so that I should go home. I did that. I locked up the shop. On my way coming home, the guy just passed me. He went straight to a place where we call Kaswandere. He fired a warning shot. He shot on the ground. From there, I now came back home. I stood with my friends and my brothers and what have you. We were just standing there, and we now saw an army close to market. They blocked one guy on motorcycle. They started hitting him. While we are watching, the soldier now turned around. He saw us gathering, watching what is happening. He now comes into the street. From there, he just come inside. He now met one old man that is repairing shoe. He told the man that, Baba, can you park and go home? The man told him, no, I cannot do that because I'm here protecting my business. He now walked up again. He met one man sitting by his house. He now told the man, he told his children to go back inside the house. And he now passed. From there, he cocked his gun. He met some old men also sitting down. He asked them, Baba, please go inside. They said, no, we are at our home. We are not going anywhere. Me and my brothers, we are standing close to my house with some of my friends. He now passed us. He looked at us and shook his head. He just walked straight. Those boys that are just standing there, they are just standing here. When they saw him from afar, they ran away. Two of them entered the house. The remaining entered this house. They locked up the house. In our own eye, we now saw him walk through the door. He just gave two shots to the house, and he now turned. When he saw it turn, we now run and enter our house. When we come out, we said that, why would this guy shot to the house? And nothing happened. And these children did nothing to him. They are just standing. When they saw him, they ran away into the house. So now, after 5 minutes, his brother now came from the house crying. Another woman now came out. They now brought him out. Yeah, he wasn't dead then. The injured person. They now brought him out. They dropped him there. After they drove him here, they now saw some soldiers at the market side with their van. They now, and Maru and one other guy, they now rushed the guy, trying to go and meet those soldiers. Before they went there, another two soldiers on bike were just passing. They now asked them what happened. They now dropped him. Maru started charging at them. Why would you keep somebody inside house? And this guy, he didn't even step out. He was inside the room. When he heard his brother got into the house, that's when he came out to see what is going on. So that's the time when the guy fired the shot. And the shot was straight, not even up, not even down. He just straight to the door. That's how he fired the gun. So when they went to there, they met the armies. The armies were just stranded. They are confused. They don't know what to do. They started shouting. And the other van now rushed. He nearly hit my brother. My brother ran away and one other person. And the other army from the van get out from the van and he followed them. He catch the other guy. He started kicking him, trying to shoot him. The guy could not run. He stayed. Then the army fired the gun and he hit his leg. So now we had another story that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a statement. They are just reacting to the statement.
Nothing is going on.
To the statement, countering the statement by the Nigerian army that says that it was a warning shot. But we just visited the place. We saw the three holes of bullets.
Emmanuel, if you can hear me. Emmanuel, I'm sure you can hear me. So far, so good. It's an alleged statement that's being made live on air now that this is what the army did. But I mean, Your eyes, your nose, you do have the camera with you. If they can permit you, can you just walk us through? Let's see what that door looks like. If we could find these bullet shots there, to the eyes of everyone who's watching us now.
Yes. This is just the first eyewitness. The second eyewitness is going to take us to see the bullet shot.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So see the second eyewitness. So you're just going to let us know how you witnessed the shot. Then then we just take us to where the shots were.
So, my beautiful people, what will I say in this kind of thing? Oh my God. And this is Zaria. Yes, this thing happened in Zaria when a military man that's supposed to protect the protesters, and you guys heard from the eyewitness that they were not doing anything. They were not protesting anything, but because already they have, order and coffin. Nobody should do anything. And they were just on their own. While the military men were even coming inside their houses to instruct them on what to do. They were not even carrying weapons. They were not even carrying placards. They were not even carrying leaves. They were not even outside demonstrating or protesting. They were inside their houses, where the military men were coming to order them. A man that was even selling, they ordered the man to pack and go home. But my question is that if that man pack and go home, who is going to feed that man? Maybe that man that is the day he will get food to come out, or maybe that is the day he always is a daily, petit seller, that when he sell, at the end of the day, he will get money to feed his family. They were not doing. And you were on, and the military men, military personnel are supposed to protect the citizens. They are supposed to protect the people, the armless people that don't have guns, they don't have machetes, they don't have anything. You are using your own weapon to buy them. Oh my God, this Nigeria. A 16-year-old boy were shot by a military man. A boy that don't have arm, a boy that cannot harm you, a boy that don't have any weapon. He was inside the house. According to the eyewitness, that boy was inside the house. It was the brother self that came out, Then after they saw that military, the brother ran back and he came out to see what is happening. And so they just take this 16-year-old boy live. A boy that didn't do anything to them. And the worst part of it is that what happened? The Nigerian government, the military, I don't know, is it Nigerian government or the military officers? My people, you know how much they came to give this the father of this boy they just buy 300,000 naira. For a life, they shot this boy. They shortened his life. Who will know what this boy will grow up to be? With 300,000 naira, pay by the life of this boy? Is it easy for you to train a child from birth to 16 years old? You know how much resources you have put in that child? From the day you gave birth to that child till the day the army take that child life away. Can 300,000 naira buy that child life? or all the suffer, the sleepless night, until that child now is 16 years, a child that you would say, my son, please, can you fetch water for me to drink? A child that will come out when you say, mama, who is that? A child that will come out and say, please don't talk to my mother like that. A child that you don't know, maybe he will become the leader of this country tomorrow. A child that maybe he is the one that is coming, he will come and make the thing straight for the country Nigeria. You just finish that child life. And what are they going to do with that army officer that did that crime? What are they going to do with him? Nothing. The highest you will hear now, they will say they have dismissed him from army. Will that one solve the problem? You are coming to give the parents 300,000 naira. To do what with it? To do what with that money? That man maybe has children. He has killed another person's child, and he will run home to his own wife and children. That guy did not attack you. That guy don't have a weapon that say, I was fighting for self-defense. He was on inside his parents' house. They are not pursuing you. They didn't disobey you. You are telling people that it was a warning shot. Warning shot for what? An eyewitness, they said they were not doing anything. They were not even protesting. They were just standing in front of their house. They didn't carry cutlass. They didn't carry placard. They didn't carry any weapon that you say, oh, because they didn't listen to me. That is why I have to defend myself. Or maybe they attacked me. That is why I have to defend myself. My people. My people. My heart goes to the family of this boy. It's just a pity. It's just a pity. I don't know where Nigeria is going to. And if you see this army officer that by this boy, 100% is still an outside like them. Them that they are fighting for tribalism. Them that same this north that you cannot go to farm. It's the same this north that bandits are kidnapping them every day. It's the same this north that are doing all kind of atrocity. My people, man, this is terrible. I don't know what to say. When I watch this video, my people, I really feel bad. I feel so bad. But these are the same people. Look at where they shot that boy on his neck. How can somebody they shot on his neck by? And this is the same people they used during the election. And today is the same people that are against them. And today the same people they are buying. It's life no balance. Politicians, they are so greedy. They are so self-centered. They are so selfish. They only think about themselves and their family. They don't care about other people's. They will use, when they are campaigning, they will use everything they have to bribe you. They will use everything they have in their tongue to tell you what they want. By the time you vote for them, by the time you support them, they turn against you. I pity for them. And my heart goes to this boy. Please, guys, just write in the comment section, rest in peace. If you have watched this video to this time, thank you very much. Please subscribe, share, like, click at the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you very much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.